Alrighty, this should be the last video for the windows. I've just gone back to what the house should be, back to normal head height. The last few little things that we will find. Oh, hang on, I've got to press play again. Have a little think, have a little think. I should have done that before I started. Whooshka. Okay, so we're back to what it should be. Okay, the last few options that you'll find with these windows is the transition when you're going from between brick and cladding sometimes gets a little confusing, so this is just the trick for it, because sometimes the window lines up here with brickwork, like the frame gets put there. I'm not really sure, I haven't really installed a window, but sometimes this can move, I've seen with some photos of windows. So what I've done is I've put an option in here, and it's called window position from the inside, and right now it's set at 70, which means this point here from the inside to there is 70. So if you were to have a big window sill inside here, you could actually make that say 150, and what that will do, that looks weird, too far, hang on, 120. Right, so then you end up with that. I don't think windows get built like that, but that's why it's set at 70. But it means you can sort of change that to 35. See, it actually gets put there, maybe. See, I'm not really sure where that goes, so I've made it variable, and then you get to put it anywhere. The reason being too is sometimes, say if you need to change all these walls right here to cladding, let's see what happens. Right, I'll probably have to change that so it doesn't freak out. Let's pretend I'm changing it all. Here we go, I'll change it all. I'll make sure its finish face is the interior so it doesn't snap it all outside. Finish face interior. So if I change this all to cladding, we may have a little error alert. We'll see what happens. Oh, I should have paused Enscape. So here we go, it's freaking out saying can't make type window, and the reason being is because what's happening is the window frame is outside the window, and I'll probably fix this later by defaulting the windows to a different parameter. But what's happened is because that's set at 70, when I make the wall 70, it's the windows are outside that parameter and it's freaking out. So what I should have done, and I will fix with all the windows when I'm finally finished them all, is all these windows should have had a window position from inside, should be about 35, not 70. Now you'll see it sits inside that parameter, or I could make them 0, right? Make them 0, boom. Now you'll see they're sitting right there. I don't think windows are made like that, so let's make it say 20. Right, so now you'll find, I'll do it with these ones as well, 20. And I'll just change these so I don't have to waste any more time. So here we go. Now when I change this to cladding, this will not have an error. There we go, so no error. Enscape still loading. So see here, now there's no error. You'll see the brick sills are still on. That looks ridiculous. So you would just collect these and turn the brick sills off. There we go. Brick seal off. Brick seal off. And now in Enscape we have proper windows. Oh, and last little feature that gets in the way. To get a brick sill in and to cut that last little brick out, there is this little void that's required for that to happen, so you don't see it. But what happens is this little annoying thing that took me ages to figure out, and all I've done is add a parameter to clean that up. And when you are in your Windows settings, you'll see that parameter. It's called Windows Sill Cut. And at the moment, see, I can make that say 500 and it'll cut 500 out of the window. Let's have a look what that does. Now, see what that does? So that's, I'm cutting out a void of a depth, and your parameter is that depth. So basically to hide it, you want it to be 0. So let's go back here, windowsill cut, back to 0. Oh, maybe it doesn't like 0, maybe 10. Let's see, let's try that again. 10. If it goes to 0, it freaks out. There we go, and you can't really see that now. So you would have to do that with each window because they are instance parameters. Because some, let's see that one. See, that one's not too bad. I will maybe fix that in the coming editions, but at the moment that's the best I can do. So I just thought I'd make that to show you when you have that error. Cool, I think I'll have to make one more video. I'll do that in 1 second. Cool.